put in my 2 weeks. I 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 put in my 2 weeks.
Resignation.
Try it again. 1, 2. Give me that ass.
Check. Give it to me.
Check.
Fucker.
Check. What'd you do today?
What did I do today? I woke up like late, man.
Hell yeah.
I drank a bunch last night and I wrote a little bit.
Nice.
And then, yeah, woke up late. Went to this taco place. Cosmic?
Cosmic?
Cosmic. It's on
Cosmic
Pickle Road.
Pickle Road.
I swear to God. They were great, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was great. And
Hell
then, yeah, that's literally been my day.
Maybe they'll sponsor us.
I
Probably
guarantee
not.
it. No. Who else?
I stayed at home. I drank a little bit. We had this bottle of antique gin. It was.
What?
It's
Like that's the brand, or it was
no.
like
It
from
was.
the
I think that's what they just
19th
called
century.
it. Yeah. No. It was like over the weekend. Shelby and I, my partner, we went to this distillery out in Dripping Springs. Springs.
Yeah, you really fell apart there. How old was that?
Sorry, I'm so
gin.
I think it's not so. It's like aged in a barrel. It's like this thing that's supposed to be like a whiskey gin crossover, because that's what they make there.
So
is
I'll
gin and whiskey.
Bet what they did is they took an old whiskey barrel
And just threw that gin in
and threw
there.
the gin in it.
I don't know how long. It was interesting flavor. It was my
Was
we
it
went,
brown? Was the
yeah,
gin
it was
like,
brown. It looked
yeah.
like whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what
It was
happened.
pretty tasty. It was good.
Sounds like an atrocity.
Yeah, it
No,
was,
I don't know. I'm not.
It was interesting. I mean, not too big of a gin guy. It doesn't bother me though. I usually just drink whiskey if I'm going for a cocktail. But
Yeah, I mean, I have had gin drinks. It's not. I don't know. Nick Savarino last night brought this I guess nice bottle of tequila, and I'm not a tequila guy,
Ooh.
and he let me sip on it, and I was like, yeah, it tastes like absolute dog shit. He's like, no, it's really good. I'm like, fine, then
is
it's
it a
good dog
clear,
shit.
a white tequila?
No, it was brown, which didn't help.
I know he likes his white tequila.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference is.
I don't like tequila. It gets me.
Yeah,
And
it's good. It just doesn't.
In high school, I remember I had my first girlfriend would be drinking at a party, and she would bring tequila, and I'd be so mad. I'd do like a shot with her, and I'd be like, yeah, and I'd like sneak away from the party, and I'd just go throw up in the bathroom.
I remember working in the oil field. See what we're doing? We're tying it right in.
Get it?
I was working the oil field, and we were on lunch break, and there was just one bar in our town, and we went there, and they had that dumb game where you could throw a ring for $1. You could throw a ring at the liquor bottles, and then whatever you got, then you could get like 2 shots of. And I landed on tequila. I couldn't even remember what it was, but we shot that thing, and dude, I've got it feels like I was actually shot. Like I still have like flashbacks of that gross ass. It was warm.
That's a fun game.
It's not fun. No, I like to choose. I like to be able to choose, man.
How to kill time at work, it's fucking
It was lunchtime. I mean, we had to go back.
getting drunk on the
job, baby.
Getting drunk on the job. Nothing better.
Some people's jobs is to get drunk, which is very exciting.
You mean like a sommelier?
That's
they kind of get drunk.
They have to.
Why do you spit it out? Come on. How do you fucking? Why would you spit it out if it's good wine? How they'll spit it out.
I've seen people take a really good whiskey and they'll slosh it around in the glass and then they'll whip it out. You throw it on the ground. I've seen people do that. I'm like, what?
What's that, dude?
It's supposed to wash out any sort of bad, shit in the glass. It's like clean the glass. It's like, what are you doing?
That's interesting. That's more on. I feel like that individual just doesn't trust the restaurant or where they're at. or like they don't trust him to clean the dishes well. It's like, I know this fucking dirty place. I'll clean this fucking glass out.
Yeah.
These rocks, my own rocks. All right, I got a weirdo job
Oh yeah.
that I read about.
I'm
And
very.
I was
You texted me and I was like, ooh.
I found one. I was like, hey, I got one.
Ooh da lolly. That's
Here we go.
A word.
We got an Iceberg Mover.
No. What? I've never heard of that.
Iceberg.
A guy who moves icebergs?
Iceberg. They're pretty big, so it's it's like a team.
It's like a tugboat thing.
It's a team of folks. Yeah. And it started after the fucking Titanic sank. This organization of people to want to move,
Like a crew.
Okay, yeah, people to move iceberg after the Titanic sank. People are like, "Damn,
Yeah.
these icebergs are out here, man. They're fucking
killing people."
We gotta tow them out of the way." And so they started it. I got it on my thingy here.
Who started it?
The International, I think America.
Oh,
The
well, yeah, I guess
International.
that
I
makes
think it's
sense.
the International Ice Patrol.
The international.
Maybe
IP?
then it's not America. It sounds pretty international.
No.
That sounds like an American thing to make it called. Isn't it?
Well, it was an American problem
Yeah, that's
because
true.
we lost the Titanic, as I like to call it.
The Titanic. So yeah, just and I was trying to. I was curious how much these people would make for.
Did it tell you?
No, I mean no. There's none that was like specific. This one that was like starting pay was like $20,000 salary. I was like, that's like
A year?
I was like I was like that's. It's
But what
shitty.
time period?
I have no idea. There's like this stupid website that was like.
Do you think there's still iceberg movers?
Oh yeah.
There are?
Oh yeah. There's probably There's some people moving them for some interesting reasons. Well, people they fucking there's like. I didn't know. Like an iceberg is like. It's like good water. There's good water in there.
Oh, so
it's not.
so
It's
I'm
not
glad-
fuck. It's not like
I'm glad
drinking
you went.
drink sea. It's not like ocean water.
I'm glad you went that direction because I remember watching a thing on one guy in a village in India or Tibet, somewhere like that. And his job was to hike his donkey up into the mountains and like chip away huge blocks of ice from the mountains because of the water purity, I guess.
Damn.
And he would bring it down, and apparently like it's like
Yeah, it's
high
real.
end ice. Like, people pay for this shit.
There's like these vodka companies do that. I think they're from Canada. They're a Canadian vodka company called like Iceberg Vodka, and that's what they do. They get like the site I read this on though said they called them like outlaws. They said like outlaws got away with over 8,000 pounds of ice for their. I'm like, so
Somebody
are they not
stole-
allowed to chip away at the? Is it land? What do you? I don't know if it's like private. I don't know if people own icebergs.
You know what,
I
Joe?
mean, I
That
feel
sounds ice cold. I'm gonna go kill myself.
All right, Taylor. That's the end of the episode. Taylor's fucking. I'm leaving.
Some dudes got busted for stealing ice.
Yeah, they just like I don't know.
I don't know who
Get
I'm
away
who I'm
with
more
it.
worried about. The people that are worried about losing the money, or the people that are like, that ice is super fucking good, man. We gotta get some.
That ice. Well, they use these big old boats and they have like cables that are like 8 inches thick.
Do they lasso
These
the,
big,
the
they
iceberg?
like go around them like a fucking. It reminded me of that the snowy Star Wars one where they went around the legs.
the legs of the machine.
Yeah,
or whatever.
and it fucking
I'm not a
fell
Star
over.
Wars person, so
Yeah, I forget what the thing's called.
I think it's called the machine.
That's what it reminded me of. They go around that. Yeah, they like make a couple turns.
right,
and
right.
then
They do that in Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On,
That's a common thing.
I think so. They definitely learned
Tripping
that.
ogre.
They wouldn't have figured
rapping
that out had
iceberg.
it not been for those films.
So yeah, they fucking, and then they got to be like almost half a mile away from it. With like I don't know, they turn or something, it'll like wobble the cable or something and just like flip the whole ass boat, or like
Wow.
if like they got to be so slow because if the iceberg like capsizes, it'll like, or if it moves in a weird way to
It'll
make
create
a
a wave and it'll
yeah,
fuck
and
'em
it'll
up.
like whipple the cables and like it'll fuck a bunch of stuff up.
Interesting.
There should be it could be we can make a movie. We can write a movie. Got like what if it's haunted? It's haunted iceberg.
Haunted iceberg.
And they're towing it and they're like yeah, it's like it's good because they got to be all slow and it'll take them like 3 days to get to home, but they find out the iceberg's haunted and on their things come in and
Even
fuck
better,
with them.
there's a frozen dinosaur in it, and the closer they get to the equator, it melts,
cooler.
and then
by the time it's at
yeah.
Atlanta, just fucking
Fuck this podcast, man. We just
Godzilla.
wrote a movie.
Dude. Hell yeah.
That'd be
I'm
sick.
we're
What would we
saving
call
that. You know, like Haunted Iceberg?
No, I did
It's
not.
pretty on the
I thought, yeah.
Well, if a dinosaur's in it, you gotta call it. Maybe
call
like
it,
Frozen Fear. Like
or cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded, you son of a bitch. You fucking... Okay.
Because he's a lizard, or
Yeah,
or
no,
a,
yeah, you don't need to explain
yeah.
it
Oh,
to
no,
me.
I feel like you weren't getting it. I feel like you were so upset at how perfect it was. You're like, I can't believe this.
Oh, man, that's funny. But, yeah, that job made me think of a movie like that. Or, like an... It'd be like a boring-ass ice road trucker. I guess not boring. I mean, every toe is...
Every toe's a new.
Every
that's a-
second, you
that's
gotta
new
have a guy
day.
sleeping. You gotta have a guy watching. You know, take shifts, blow each other in the cabbie. What?
Yeah.
They
I wonder did you see? Are there pictures of this? Is there evidence?
there's some evidence. Yeah, there's the newest kind of discovery of this whole situation of people of like towing icebergs around, tying into like how pure their water is.
Yeah.
This one dude named Nicholas Sloan, who's like he's like works in like this extreme marine services where he does like rescue missions and stuff, and he wants to like he's like this sounds like he's this man's man kind of guy.
My man.
And he's from Cape Town, South Africa, which is like this place that's going to be like one of the first places to run out of like clean,
Fresh water and shit?
fresh water.
And they're going to bring the iceberg to town?
he wants to fucking he's made this plan and he's assembled a team. He's got this like
He's got a crew,
league. He's
dudes.
got like a league of extraordinary gentlemen of like engineers and like oceanographers. And
But
like,
here's the thing: that iceberg will eventually run out.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not a permanent solution, but it's like it just gives them like a shit ton of more
Of
water,
the best water, but
Yeah.
water that people are willing to fucking steal.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
I was like, man, this dude's gonna fucking assemble a crew and just bring a 125 million.
Now
ton
there's a
iceberg.
movie,
That's
and
the
it's
movie.
called The Iceman Cometh.
Yeah, that one sounds a lot more. We got like a Tom Hanks in there, We got like that one sounds a lot more like.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Yeah, like a national treasure kind of movie,
Yeah.
it could be kind of good. Doesn't sound as I like the scary one better.
Yeah, the dinosaur and the iceberg, the haunted dinosaur iceberg. How about that? The dinosaur itself is dead, but it's haunted
Dead. Oh,
with
right.
the spirit of a sea captain.
That's good. I fucking dig it.
Hell yeah.
It's you just got to keep on fracking, getting more.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Keep on fracking.
So the official weird job for this episode is what's the name of
I think it's just called Iceberg Mover.
an iceberg mover?
Yeah,
Wild.
it's pretty interesting.
I used to work in the oil field, and most of the, like 10 months out of the year it was frozen, like Wyoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember this one time I had like gloves on, like bundled up and shit. It was like 30 below. And there was a cable that was coming up out of the well, and I was supposed to like hold on to it with a towel to wipe off any excess water that was on the cable. And I remember it was so cold that my hands froze to each other, and then they froze but the cable was still going. So I literally had like my two frozen hands wrapped around this cable, and I couldn't get my hands loose, and a guy that I worked with had to come over with a wrench and like pry my hands apart.
God damn.
Yeah.
That cold, huh?
It was pretty icy.
Yeah. God damn.
It was wild, man. That was yeah, that job was the coldest for sure.
The coldest job.
Yeah, dude. I remember one time I drove what we called a wire truck, and it had a huge drum, like a cable drum in the back, and it was so heavy, it was back heavy, that sometimes the front wheels wouldn't even touch the road, and we were going down a dirt road that was frozen with snow, and there was a huge right turn at the bottom, And I remember just like hoping that I could make it, and I couldn't. And I started turning the wheel, and it just kept going straight. And so I shot off into the huge snowbank for like 50 yards out into the middle of this prairie.
Damn.
And I was like, fuck, if that was a cliff, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
God.
Wyoming gets fucking chilly, dude.
Same with Nebraska gets kind of, I'm trying to think of my coldest job. Or is it cold?
You had to have had one.
You know,
Nebraska gets cold.
It gets cold as shit. I got a couple I'm thinking of. I have this one list here that was like, that has some shit in it. Maybe one of these would be cold.
Of ones that you used to do?
Yeah. Fucking.
You didn't work at an Arby's and give people shaved ice? Sure you did.
Man, the coldest job I probably had, that paper. I was still outside with that paperboy one. Man, I don't fucking know. Another one it got, I'd say, it's not cold, but like, just the temperature would just dramatically change from just like super, super wet to just hot. Like
and then you got that fucking gross ass humidity thing going on.
The old detasseling job.
Detasseling?
Yeah.
What?
Where you
did you unwrap presents? As a living?
And take this. You get it's a bunch of, they'd get all these kids. It was like one of the first jobs I had also. It's going, you get in the school bus. We all met at the school, got in this big bus, a couple buses deep, and they took us out to these cornfields, and you go through the rows of corn. See, there was like, these cornfields have like a row of like 4 female corns, and then a row of males. And they get you to go through and pick these tassels off of the top of the males, I think.
So it could like germinate or whatever?
Yeah, something comes out of them, but it's like if that thing stays on there, they don't like help pollinate the good corn.
Interesting. So your job was to like rip the tops off?
Yeah, so it'd just be, I'd just be chugging away. In the morning, it'd be like cold and rainy, and like all the leaves, corn leaves are all wet, and also corn leaves are sharp. They're sharper than a motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah, they'll cut your face. So you had to wear a bandana and goggles, and then since you didn't want your clothes to get literally soaked, we put trash bags on us.
Okay.
And then usually long sleeves because it was like super cold in the morning, and then the wet, and you just go through that, and then mid-afternoonish time,
you're just dying of fucking heat stroke.
Yeah, but the sun comes up, so you take the trash bag off, and
dude,
then you're in a hot long sleeve shit. Yeah, it's
It's
very
like swampy.
Yeah, it's very swamp like.
I don't like that, man.
Very, yeah. So I've never had like a cold, like I wasn't ever
outside a lot when it was cold.
outside in the cold. Like that Paperboy one, yeah, I was so little. And everything else has been in a building, you know. I'm not like, I've never been like a courier. I've been like outside or fucking.
Yeah, that oil thing was the only one that I like worked out.
Outside
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very, God, dude.
It was a nightmare. I mean, we drove like an old 82 like Dodge. Like that was one of our work trucks. And dude, like getting the heater going on that fucking thing took forever. So I remember I remember one time we were out on location, like in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. And this dude I used to work with, Josh, like he always brought like a lot of food with him. He was a bigger guy.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I didn't have any food, but he had like a can of like baked beans or whatever. And it was so fucking cold that like they were frozen, like in the truck. They were like really fucking hard to get out. So he popped the hood on the fucking truck and just cooked the fucking can of beans on the engine.
Damn.
And I was like, I've only read about this in stories.
It's so manly.
It's so
it's
wild.
for dirty beans, though. Dirty.
Yeah.
This one time at the detasseling lunch, yeah, you know, everyone bring a pail of lunch. I was eating with my best friend Nolan, and this one guy, oh man, he was in the Martin family. I can't remember what the kid's first name was, but he didn't bring a lunch, and he was just like staring at our shit, all like hungry, and be like, "Oh," we're like, "Dude, come on, you're freaking us out. Stop looking at our meal." And my friend Nolan, he had some like, I don't know, chicken wings or something.
Chicken wings?
He brought chicken wings with him.
What?
But he had something with a bone in it, because I remember he was finishing this shit, and the guy goes, "Are you finished with those wings?" And my friend Nolan was like, "Yeah, they're my
It's bones.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, that's how you clean a bone? I'll show you how to clean a
Oh, my
bone."
God.
And he takes them and he just he just goes in
Did he
on
break
it.
him in half and suck the
Yeah,
shit out? Ugh.
he went in. I was mortified.
That's wild.
That's a man. I'm glad I also have that for my day job, where what I do now. I'm just sort of by myself, but like eating just lunches with coworkers.
Oh, dude, it's one
so
of the
awkward.
weirdest.
That's awkward
yeah,
as
it's
fuck.
like you don't think about how intimate eating food is with people
Yeah,
until
you're
you're eating food with people you don't want to.
Making noise and shit.
Yeah, they're all fucking and they're trying to talk to you, and you're just
No,
like,
I don't want to talk.
dude, it feels like you're
No.
fucking me right now. I'm not into it.
Yeah, what is this?
Ugh.
I'm not. Yeah.
That is so weird that you just said that because I've never thought about that.
Yeah, like eating with your coworkers is
It's
so
disgusting.
awkward. Usually someone's got something that stinks and you're like, what is
Right.
this? Or it's like you couldn't have just made a sandwich.
There's something sad and depressing
Oh yeah,
about a
but
sack lunch or
yeah,
something.
and everyone's individual sadness and
Right.
everyone's
You
individual
got like a
sack
pudding
lunch.
cup. Like, what are you, 8 years old?
Yeah, or there's the people that they got like they got the Tupperware with the pre-made shit. Like they planned their meal out for like all
Right.
week. It's like, my God.
You know what?
You and I couldn't be on different lives. I couldn't.
You know what the
Our
grossest
routines
is?
are the separate.
Is seeing somebody who's got Tupperware that's clearly been used with something else. It's got that like a orange stain in it or something.
You can't get that chili stain out sometimes.
It's disgusting.
My God. Throw that Tupperware away.
Burn it.
Get that.
I don't care if it's unhealthy for the environment.
Eating with the communal fridge, the office
The
fridge.
office fridge is a fucking
Oh,
joke.
God.
And there's always theft, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck working with other people.
Oh, yeah. You can't get health care, but you'll get your sandwich stolen.
Exactly. You write your name on it. You do that classic fucking shit. I don't know, man. I wonder if the Iceberg Movers run into this problem.
You gotta fucking... They don't even have a fridge. Just put their shit...
Now just leave it out.
Get a bag outside,
Yeah,
staple to the car.
You know what I bet they do? They put it in a sack and they just
Leave it outside.
they like hang it over
They
the
got a
edge.
heater. Yeah, they got they got a stove or something on
They
the
got an
outside.
open fire pit.
Yeah, it sounds like they've got like a big cabin, but just out long nights hauling ice.
Long nights.
Man thinks about a lot of things on nights hauling big.
You never think
Big
about what you
round.
don't have when you're out there on the clear, icy waters.
Hauling big round ice.
Icebergs that look like a woman's breast. Only reminds you of the things you've missed.
It gets a man's mind to wander.
Are we talking about sailor rape? Is that what we're talking about?
Or murder. I don't know where it's going, but it was pretty good. I think
For
it was
sure.
funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
man.
I wonder how you move up on the Iceberg Mover list.
Yeah.
Like you start out as like a garbage kid, and then you want to work up to captain.
Yeah, I don't know what there wasn't. I was just looking around and I found that one and I just looked more about it and there wasn't too much on it.
That's the thing about these jobs that we're beginning to find out is like we know that these
people
things
still
are a
did
thing
this
or were a
shit.
thing, but there's very little about it.
Yeah.
Like trying to find out.
It's like,
you
how
know,
does one...
the details.
I did find there's like some career like links to like be an iceberg mover. It's like, fuck.
What?
Is it a booming business?
I mean, not in 2021.
Yeah, we gonna melt them
Icebergs
all.
are,
Yeah.
falling
Icebergs
apart
are
out
melting.
They're melting themselves.
They're moving themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I never. That is such a weird one.
No.
It's such an antiquated problem. Like the last boat, maybe I'm an idiot. I just haven't read up on this, but the last ship that we lost
A big
was the
dramatic
Titanic.
one, yeah.
And like, oh,
Maybe that's how good
and
they
now
are. They are at their
that's
jobs.
how good they are at their
We're
jobs.
so fucking
The
you don't ever hear about the
real heroes.
heroes, dude.
Yeah.
No more boats sinking.
All
That's
these fucking
because the
firefighters
fucking
and school teachers.
ice patrols out there. Not the one that puts kids in cages, but the ones that move icebergs. That's where
Those
it's at.
are the
Defund
guys.
ice and then fund
Ice.
the ice other good one with the money from the bad ice. There it is.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's the campaign.
That's the campaign. You heard it
Drop
here.
ice for ice. There
Drop
it
ice for ice. Hell yeah. Now it sounds like a meth.
is. It really does.
Now it's turning methy. But you know what it is.
You know what I mean.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hell yeah, give it a tell your pals, subscribe, review it wherever this is you're hearing it.
Yeah,
tell people, laugh.
Give us suggestions if you have a current job that might be odd and not normal, or
write
if
it in.
Come across one.
See if maybe we'll give it time to read.
I mean, I won't, but you can try.
Hell yeah! Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Resignation.